You're tuned into America Talk Live, continuing the legacy of the LA Talk Live broadcast network. This is the all-new and built back better America Talk Live, where it's still more than just talk. This is LA Talk Live.
What up, and welcome to another edition of the Staci Harris Show. And in the building today, we have my co-host. He is currently star of TV Land's hit new show, The Soul Man, actor Wesley Jonathan.
Yeah.
And we also have my other co-host. I call him Mr. Steal Your Job because he takes all the commercial jobs. We got actor JT Action Jackson in the building.
Hello.
And we have a very, very, very special guest that I am super excited to have her here. She is also star of TV Land's hit new show, The Soul Man. She is actress, comedian, rock lady, Miss Niecy Nash.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Miss Niecy?
Everything. All the foolishness going on up and through here.
It's only started. It's only just getting started.
So tell me, what do you have going on in your world right now?
Oh, girl, the same thing I always have going on. Making love and making money.
Okay.
That's all you need.
See how we jump right into it.
See, this is why we're going to skip immediately into the relationship segment of the show. We are not going to play around with anything else. We have a relationship segment called the SHS Relationship Dish, and we always talk about relationships, right? We give all the different perspectives and different viewpoints, and I know this is going to be a great area for you because you actually have given me some really good advice in the past when I came to your house for your engagement party. So I know you are like, everybody gets married around you. Like, everybody ends up wifed. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the magical powers you like. What's going on?
Magical powers.
Some call it magic. I'll agree with that. But I just think that I'm a girl who's in love with love, and I draw people into my space who want the same things.
Okay.
And when you have people in your space who are like-minded, then love and marriage and commitment and all that stuff is sure to follow.
So we need to hang out Thursdays, Fridays, and a strong Sunday. And a strong Sunday. You don't like no? Why you shaking
I don't
your
think
head?
that's gonna help you, Stace.
Oh, are you gonna throw shade at me like that?
Yeah.
You in the same boat with me? What you talking about?
I figure.
He the only one in the relationship.
Yes, I am, and I'm very happy.
Okay, you in
Yes,
love.
I am. So?
No, I love that you
Okay.
in love.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is the thing. I recently was having a talk with one of my girlfriends, and we were kind of discussing how we feel like, why is it that sometimes you see a lot of women who aren't quite up to par. They're within relationships. They're all good. Some of them might be out in the streets a lot. Used to be maybe they were hoeing and different things, and now they're all like, wifed and good and that thing. And I was talking to one of my girls and my mother, and she was saying that sometimes those women, what happens is with men is like men usually look for a place of rest and peace in women, and it's like a lot of times they don't get that. So if there's a woman that is giving them those things, she could be like maybe not what you would think is the best or in better than you, but he's finding security and peace and rest, and sometimes they go and they be with those women that you might not quite think are good enough for him.
Well, I think I know what you're saying. I think to synthesize it, you're saying if you see a woman and you feel like she's low rent, why is she married and you're quality and you're not?
Yeah.
Right. Well, the short answer to that is people attract what they are, and just because she's married don't mean she happy.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
So
you can have a lot of foolishness going on, and if that's the only thing you recognize, you're going to draw someone unto you who brings the same thing.
Right.
But that don't mean she's not being cheated on. That don't mean she's not
And I
being
said that too.
hit
I was
in the
like, it
mouth.
doesn't mean she's
That's
happy.
right.
Right.
That does not mean that she's in a secure environment just because she got a ring.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Because the bling does not necessarily equate to happiness or wholeness.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It just means you off the block, but it don't mean you happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
So as far as with that, what do you say for single women who are saying like, oh, I'm ready? I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to get married or not, but for single women who are ready to get married, like, what advice do you have for them? Like, stop hanging with they single girlfriends.
Yes. Look, I suggested to all y'all.
If you
I pointed at y'all. I'm
Suggested to
sorry.
all y'all.
I'm sorry, ladies.
Cold-blooded.
I love y'all. I'm just saying.
I mean, I think if you want to get married, then the Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, but that implies that she was already a wife when she got found. So handle your handle. In other words, make sure you done got that FICO score up. You turn on your bills. You know how to cook something. And if you don't know how to cook, you got to know how to turn tricks. You have to be You have to be accommodating. You have to be a prepared place, and and then secondarily, which I think is really primary, date people who want what you want.
Right.
You could date a man, and if they tell you from the beginning, I don't want to get married and I don't want to have kids, nothing you can give them is going to change their mind.
Right.
Because all you can give them has been around since Eve was created. So that ain't new.
Boom. Did you hear what Niecy Nash said? If you did call in, the number is 323-247-7443. If you do or don't agree, call in. We're going to still clown you, but just call in. Go ahead, Niecy.
So, it's just as easy to date someone who wants what you want than it is to not to. I don't believe in changing nobody's mind.
You can't.
No, I'd rather just get the one who wants the same thing I want, because you have a better chance of going the distance.
Is it safe to assume that most women feel like they can change their mind? Like, if I hang in there just long enough, he's going to settle down with me?
Well, a lot of women feel that way. Yes. A lot of women feel that way. I don't, but I've been around enough to know that a lot of girls feel like I can change him, and you can go and you can be intimate with a man and go back home, and now you writing your first name with his last name, and he's somewhere asking the next broad for her number because he don't want what you want. Listen, if you're listening and you can't say amen, just say ouch.
Ouch.
One or the other.
In the house, say ouch.
That's right. Amen or ouch.
So my next thing is, I'm sorry, y'all can chime in anytime now. This is for the ladies right now. If you feel like you want to say something,
go ahead.
I mean, we got one for you, Ike. I know you. We call him Ike. We got one for Ike back there.
You put your hands on me? You putting your hands on me?
No, I don't. I swear.
No, he doesn't. We wouldn't know that. Does your husband have a problem with you like hanging out with single girlfriends and vice versa? Like, do you have a problem with him hanging out with his single friends?
I have a problem hanging out with single girls. For what?
There you
go. What they want, I already got. Hey! I mean, I'd rather be at home with that hot buttery Jamaican.
Running the streets. Niggas bar.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all just lost a friend. I can't hang out with y'all no more.
Instead of running around with some broads, I mean, for what?
For what? Right.
Okay. And same thing for him, right? Like, what you need to hang out with your single?
No,
is it different?
As a matter of fact, my husband came to me and said, I really want us to start dating couples, because all of my friends are single, and if I run with them, we ain't gonna make it because you're not like-minded. Y'all don't want the same thing.
Right.
When you go out, they have one agenda, you have another.
Exactly.
So it's just easier for us to find couples who we who
are in the same situation.
Right. Yeah. And we settle and we have such a good time. But what ends up happening is, what I've noticed is, women who want to get married to a man usually ask, can they come hang out with us, because they want their guy to see how much fun you can still have and be married. No, my girlfriends who are married, you came to my 1 year anniversary party, and it was a small group of married women that stayed over. And remember, I gave away those cupcakes and it had the ribbon on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and these are all married girls, and one couple was engaged, and I'm like, okay, so check it out. The goal at the end of the night, we take the ribbons, we wrap them around our wrist. You got to end up in just the ribbon.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we play fun games. I take married couples on retreats every year. And we have so much fun traveling together, doing stuff together. You know what I mean? Cool. We so it's fun being married.
Right. Basically, you're saying marriage can be fun. It is not a sentence. It's not a death trap. It's not a confinement. It's not over.
But you do have to be ready for it. And it is nothing wrong if you're not. You just have to believe people when they say they not.
They not.
You know, I've had this conversation many times with a fine young actor at the end of the table.
Does some dimples and baby hair? Does he have dimples and baby hair?
We have talked quite a bit about women and things. And it's nothing. You ready for what you ready for, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You're right. But we try to fix it. We want them to see how great we are. If you just see how great I am,
Yeah, but you can't do that. He got to see it for himself. They got to see it on their own.
So, Nisi, do you just hang around just like? Do you prefer just people that are married to hang around with, or would you hang around with people like me and my lady, just that ain't married?
That ain't married, but still couples that are
still
striving
couple,
to be that.
Yeah, no. I'm not opposed.
Like-minded. She's saying like-minded.
To anyone. I mean, you know what I mean? We hang around. Well, I was about to say the name of somebody, but everybody in the world knows this person. So I'm going to say it. But we have friends who are, dating, but dating seriously, or dating, I should say, exclusively, who are in our inner circle too. It's
I got you.
Yeah.
So there's so she's
nothing wrong with that. I mean,
no. I'm just asking. Yeah.
I have single girlfriends too. I just don't make it a habit to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, for what?
And I usually bring my single friends together because I throw matchmaker parties.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So,
that's what's up.
Which is where Sherry
Shepherd met her husband, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right
Okay.
in my living room.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I bring my single people together, and then my husband, I bring the girls, he brings the guys.
And it goes down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nancy says, just feel our love. That's all you have to do is feel our love.
Oh my goodness.
And it's magic.
Oh my goodness, you love this. Dude.
I do. I do.
say
But as hard as I am on the outside, inside, I'm a love bug. I love love. I think it's amazing when you genuinely find it, and Nisi radiates that.
Yeah, and I'm not. You guys always talk about me and my whole. I'm cool on it, but I agree. When I went to a wedding yesterday.
You're a love bug
and
too.
When I see it and it's genuine and people are really,
it's beautiful.
It's a wonderful thing.
You sound so convincing.
You don't like
Wesley Jonathan. You sound
I don't think you like
convincing. Yeah.
Hey,
do you like it?
For somebody else?
Say you like it.
Yeah.
Say you like it.
Else, I think it's a beautiful thing when I see people up there.
For somebody else. That means
they
don't like it.
Well, I'm not looking at anyone in particular at this table.
Hysterical.
I'm going to stare down at my microphone, and I'm just going to give this little piece of advice for free. And I'm looking at no one. But I am going to say, what happens to some people is that they're all in, and then there is a very significant hurt that manifests itself in the relationship.
I ain't gonna raise my hand.
And once you've been hurt really bad at your core because you trusted and you gave your all, you vow at that point, I'm never going to go through that again.
Wow.
Okay, and I'm just saying, not looking at anyone in particular.
I'll look for you.
I'm not looking at anyone in particular. But I am going to say that if that is your mindset to love and not get hurt, that just flat out ain't never gonna happen.
Oh, it's not.
Because the truth of the matter is that to love means you're being vulnerable, and it's and it's just like going through the drive-through and you order a number one and you get up to the window and go, "Who the hell put these fries in the back?" because hurt comes with it. It's a combo pack.
Yeah,
so you might as well settle on that. But I will tell you this: the more whole and healthy you are when you enter in, you will know that hurt that manifests itself. You didn't choose someone who was intentionally setting out to do you wrong.
You said that to me. You said that to me.
And I was right then and I'm right now.
Yes, you are.
Now I can look at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, everybody.
You don't give me that cat eye. You ain't gonna give me that cat eye, Nizzy. And I'm looking at you.
Right. You're going to transfer it to me. That's food for thought.
That's the problem. But the thing, though, is really hard for women, especially in Hollywood, is the dating process. Like, that is like the most
hard. Why?
Because you like my girlfriend told me about a date she went on recently, and it low-key should have been a comedic sketch. She came out to the car, dude was in the car, he didn't move. Like, he watched her. Now, this is the first date, she don't even know him like that. Dude didn't move, he didn't roll the window down, he didn't get out to open the door. Like, she walked up, he like, hey, you get in the car? I guess I will. I guess I'll get in the car and open the door myself.
But what does that have to do with Hollywood?
Yes.
No, but I'm saying, like, I think people out here I feel like out here, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's more, everybody feels like there's somebody. It's.
Was this dude apparently in the business?
I don't know. Was he in the business?
I mean, because the thing. Yeah. Why'd you pick that key?
To act like it wasn't her back then?
Yeah.
Like, and he was in the car. They going to the dinner. He rolling up a blunt in the car.
Let's stop.
What's going on?
Let's just stop right there.
Okay.
The question is not why didn't he get out the car. The question is, why in the hell did you get in?
Why did you get in?
Yeah, because you had to go.
Right.
You want a free meal? You want a free?
You was hungry?
I go for free food.
I mean, see, but free food. Look what you got.
Yeah, but then you take what you get, and then you shouldn't go back and told nobody that.
Yeah, exactly.
Kept that one to yourself.
Yeah, take it to the grave.
Right. No, I feel you. I guess. Yeah. Well.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
she got it, man.
Yeah,
That's
I guess
it.
that's it. I guess that's.
I remember.
I guess that sums that up.
I will tell you this. I remember the moment that I realized, and it was very, very early on. I had just met a guy, and I remember realizing that I really it wasn't going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to go where I wanted it to go. But I realized it right away.
In the beginning,
and he thought it was so strange that maybe the third or fourth time he called me, I just said, hey, check it out. Don't call me no more.
Wow.
And he was just like, what? And I was like, well, I mean, I'm just not going to like you. I don't want this. I just don't see it. And then he was like, well, dang, ma, we just can't be friends. I'm like, why?
Right.
I got enough friends.
Right.
I
need a man.
And if I'm going to date someone, I would at least want them to be my friend. So if I don't want to date you, I sure don't want you to be my friend. Like, no, I'm good.
Right.
And then he was so surprised that I just
went right to
cut it off.
Right.
Just like
why waste
that.
your time?
But
Right.
Like, no.
time is I
Because
respect
that's the one
that.
commodity you can't get back.
No,
Ever.
you can't get your time back.
Ever.
No, and I tell people too, not just women, but especially if it's the first time talking to someone, because I set people up often, and I tell them the first date really should be a phone date. Put on your sweatpants, wrap your rag around your head, get a glass of wine, and sit down and see if there's anything interesting about you enough to make me even want to talk to you again.
I like that.
Before I put on a spank and drive across town, and you got on your Sunday shirt. I'm going through all this, and halfway before the appetizer come out, I'm like, you suck.
I can't wait.
And we sit like this.
Can't wait to leave.
Right. So why? In that first conversation, if there's nothing there, then you good. And you haven't lost anything.
At that point, I'm tight and ordering $20 cocktails and hoping you can pay for. Let me get that $20 glass of. And you looking at him like, good luck with this ticket. I don't like this date at all.
Yeah.
That's true. But my girl was like, she's like, sometimes we just feel like we're not appreciated because we go through so much. She said, spanks and we nails and the eyebrows is beating the whole thing. And then you get to the date and you like, at the end of the night, he's like, so you want to come up? I'm like, no, I don't ever. I don't want to. It was not fun. It was boring. I wasted my night and you tight. But I guess when, like Niecy said, had that phone conversation. Ladies, the phone conversation, get a strong hour in. Make sure it's your nighttime minute.
Because you can figure it out. You can figure that out very early.
Yes, you can. Yeah, conversation is everything.
It is.
It's everything.
Sets the tone for everything.
Stacy, you said he was tight. What do you mean?
He was
pockets?
No. Tight as far as like upset.
Upset.
Oh, sorry.
Take the hat off, JT. It's not doing nothing for you.
I'm enjoying myself.
It's not doing nothing for you.
So? This is me.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Miss Niecy Nash. Do not go away. If you want to call in and ask her some questions, the number is 323-247-7443. LA Talk Live. We going in. Hey, and welcome back to the Staci Harris Show. We are in the building with Miss Niecy Nash, and we're talking about relationships, and we are now about to step into another part, and we're going to talk about marriage and what happens. I think maybe this for you guys. Well, y'all ain't married. Let me ask Niecy. The question will be more so like, what do you think makes a man say he's ready to get married? Like, do men know? Do you guys know when you're ready to get married?
Why are you asking me? You got two men saying
they ain't
right
married.
I would assume. I would assume so.
Yeah, of course.
I would assume so.
Does it? I wonder. Is it like the movies when they say she's?
You just know.
Yeah.
You know what? Quite honestly, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that there is one woman out there that you meet that makes you change your mind. What I believe is that the first thing that happens is that you have to get everything on your list out the way.
Okay.
Right.
And I think that women don't really like to look at it that way, but I think it's far better to date a man who has gone to All-Star, Freaknik, had a white woman, a threesome, or whatever else it is he wanted, because it's out of your system and you feel like you're not leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah.
I think that's the first thing, because if you try to reel them in too quick and they still got undone stuff out there, you know the desire to do it don't go away just because you say I do. And now you like lightweight trying to figure out how can I kind of step on the side to kind of get some of this, you know, to get it finished. So I think they have to be finished with it, number one. And then number two, I think it is a free will choice. A lot of women, I think, feel like you can either put pressure on, coerce, have your mama ask them and your friends every time you see them, when y'all getting married?
Yeah.
And I don't think that ever works. I think that monogamy and marriage is a free will choice, and you cannot make a man be faithful to you. That is, or be committed to you. I think that when they make that decision, they will make it on their own.
Do you think men can be monogamous, men and women? Like, do you think? I know they say, like, I had a guy tell me, said 95% of men cheat. Like, do you feel like a man genuinely can be monogamous in a relationship?
I think it's a choice, and I think that when you get married, you're not committing to the other person in the ceremony. Mm-hmm. Your commitment to the other person brought you to the ceremony. At the ceremony, you're committing to the commitment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're committing to the commitment.
I'm going to run this course. Can
a man say, I'm committing to the commitment and ride it out for the long? I don't think every man cheats. The probability that a lot of men do, that's probably possible. Mm-hmm. But I think that when you tell a man, I think that all men cheat, they automatically kind of think that you might, understand. The wheels might fall off, but you still gonna be good.
You understand, you know what
I mean? And that's why we just have to be really clear about what our expectation is. But relationships survive affairs all day, every day. Yeah. But at the end of the day, when you go back to talking about commitment from a man, I think when they finish doing what they got to do,
I think it is. I think it's a matter of timing. When the man is exhausted and tired, I'm tired of doing this. Myself, it's not about really her. When I'm exhausted with playing around and running around, I'm tired. And you finally, that woman comes into your life when you
during that time
where you're kind of through with it. And I think that also helps the decision making of saying, okay, I'm over it.
And when you start to get tired, I'm gonna say this: you may be at a point where you have been dating for your preference instead of your priority.
Expound on that, Miss Nash.
Okay, well, preference versus priority. I just think that sometimes, especially when we're younger, we have certain things that we like. So you may line a whole group of girls up who somebody has dated and they all have a similar ilk. You know what I mean? Yeah. They all might be bright and have long hair or some version thereof. And then the one that captures your heart when you move into the need being met, because when you put all these bright ones together in a bag, they're not worth a damn. And I don't mean that bright girl's not worth a damn. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that whatever your preference has been, you can't get nothing going there. And when you say, who is the woman who's going to hold me down and have my back, and whatever your list of priorities are, most of the time they look different than all the other girls you thought you were going to end up with anyway.
I know that's right.
That's true for men and women.
That's right. You're right.
I believe that. That's what God said. Oh, that's funny. That's what you thought. This right here, I'm gonna bring you this along. Take that, and you be like, oh my God, I love him. It's everything. And sure enough, it's nothing of what you thought you would end up with at all. That's usually how it works.
That's good stuff, man.
Start looking in.
Good stuff.
Okay, so how about when you? Okay, so this is Jay's your second husband, right?
He is.
So what made you want to do it again?
Because I did it once. I love marriage. So the institution of marriage, I love it.
Because I heard it's the hardest thing you'll ever do in life.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I absolutely disagree with that.
Okay.
I've had children. I had 3 C-sections. That had to be harder than anything. I don't know.
Dang, really?
You know what I mean? I'm a black actress in white Hollywood, sitting across the table from 12 people that don't look like you that hold your fate. That's far better. I mean, that's far harder than looking next to you and seeing your rib tip and you like, let's ride it out, daddy. That's rib tip. The interesting thing is that I think that we find, and a lot of times we color love as being this hard thing, but it's the one thing we were created for,
that we all need,
and for some reason we can't get it
Staci
right.
lonely.
No, it's not. It's just that finally somebody honest to God.
This is what Staci.
Sorry, Jesus, not like that. No, it's just somebody actually honestly agrees and gets what I always say, but I just don't want to put it on the front street because they were like, oh my God, she did it. No, I genuinely believe in love, and it's just that when nobody else really sees it the way you see it, except my mama, because she was married for almost 40 years. You'd be like, dang, my mama out here in this city. And it's just like, it's hard because people always have a certain viewpoint or whatever. And I ain't love. That's dumb, girl. You know you're in Hollywood. You gotta go ahead and catch one of them and keep it good. And you're like, I don't want to do the Hollywood thing. Like, I don't want to go and I want him. You know what I mean? And Niecy very much so, she puts it out there like it's okay to fall in love and to submit to that. And we think it's so hard and so it's so tedious to be in love and to have the person that holds your very best interest at heart.
I think the thing that makes it hard is when you don't make a wise choice in a partner. Yeah. When somebody tells you what they want, you should believe them the first time. When you don't believe them the first time and you try to say, but he's so fine. How many times I got to tell you, girl? He's so this and he's so that, and you're going to overlook, you're going to get in the car even though he don't get out. You're going to overlook all these things and get with this person. Then that becomes work because you're trying to make them something they're not. You have an expectation of them and they're always going to seem like they fail you. Yeah. Because they never wanted what you wanted in the first place.
And then we also have to have patience as women too. We get so like, oh my God, da da da. It's just like, because sometimes you just date to date. Like sometimes you know dude ain't the one, but you want to go out and hang out with a guy. Oh, that's what that desperation. Yeah. Not even settle. You just want to go out with a dude and have some testosterone. But that's why I have a gang of homeboys. I be like, yo, y'all want to go do something because it's better than going out with somebody who thinks at the end of the night it's going down. It's not going down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's why I always tell my girl, like, have a bunch of homeboys until you find
you
something
gotta have
that's
gay friends though. Yeah, you have to have gay friends. There's no
who me?
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, because all your homeboys.
Yeah, that she think you're your homeboys.
Trust me, in the back of their mind,
walk in back.
They being patient. They waiting.
Well, that's I mean,
they waiting.
They like she gonna fail one day.
Wait till I give her a glass of Moreno. Yeah, right.
No, I mean, whatever. If people are attractive, you're going to be attracted to somebody. Doesn't mean that you can't be friends. I just think you have to kind of just know what it is.
Well, when I dated my husband and I met him, I told him the same thing that I told other boys that I dated, which was, whoever you dating, whatever you doing, don't stop doing it. Just add me to the roster. Because the truth of the matter is, yes, I could be the wrong girl for you. I make you shut it down. Who is that? Well, let me see your phone. Yeah. Now I shut your whole game down and I'm the wrong one. Now you got to build your team back up. I just feel like I ain't going to be that selfish.
Wait. Wesley. Don't always say have a roster. I always say have a roster. Don't I always say that? I always say have a roster. I love it. I told have a good roster.
My point is that I told him, I said, date whoever you dating because the right woman for you is going to be like cream. She will rise to the top. And if I'm handling my handle, I'm not going to have to come to you and go, well, where are we going with this? What are we doing? You're going to come to me and be like, come here, sit down.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened.
Did you just feel all of that? Did you feel that?
I felt that.
I felt it. But the point I was making was really in an effort to you, because when you're in that space and you say, do whatever you're doing, I just want to be a part of it and we'll see what happens. You have to make a choice at that point as a woman. Do you want to be intimate with that person? Because if you're really unsure, you might as well save it. Don't be all used up, and don't be fearful that he's going to sleep with one of the other girls on the team. To that I say good, and so what? Because use her up, put the miles on her while I'm trying to figure out what we trying to do. And once we figure it out, if it doesn't work out, then I don't feel embarrassed, and I ain't trying to go to church on Sunday and ask for forgiveness from the Savior. You feel all ashamed, right? When you could have just, kept your, as my mama say, dress down and panties up. And you could have given it time to figure it out. But sometimes we get so scared that a man is gonna get it from somewhere else. So we give it to him, and then we feel all dirty and all, like we jumped too soon.
Unsuccessful. Yeah, exactly.
No, you got time. Let him use somebody else up.
Man, I have no rebuttals because I totally agree.
I told you. Y'all are real quiet today. That is so amazing.
Well, she's speaking what we would probably say.
Both of y'all are dirty lies. Both of y'all are dirty lies.
I'm telling you, it's true. I have no argument with that.
I ain't never seen y'all this quiet on the show.
Well, hey, listen. I am listening.
I talk about a lot of this. I have a show on Yahoo called Let's Talk About Love. And I talk about all topics love related. And I'm working on a book that's coming out in April about this very thing, because I just love it. And I just want to make navigating it a lot easier for people. Because I think the fact that it's hard troubles me.
Yeah.
What? Why you looking all teary eyed? What just happened?
I'm not teary eyed. No, I'm just saying, like, no, Negro, take your hat off. That made me cry. No, you said like,
you don't like my style. Fire me.
No, because she said the fact that it's hard, and it's so true, because like sometimes it seems super hard, and then like you feel like it's got to be easier than this. But
what she's been saying though, it does. It kind of, you go, well, dang, is it that hard? You know,
she sounds like something. It's like, yo, it's really not that hard. Right. Like I want to go out now and just be like, you want to do this? Like,
you want to do this? You feel motivated? Let's go out. Let's do this.
No, women. Yeah, okay, cool.
Let's do this.
I talked to Niecy earlier, and she was like, we could do it.
Yeah. It's possible.
We can do
it. All right, dinner later. Cool. So in Hollywood, there's a big thing about like open marriages and that type of thing. And I had a conversation with Mr. Fox, and Jamie says that in Hollywood you can't have a successful marriage. He said because he feels like celebrities are kind of like looked at as larger than life, like superheroes almost. And he was just like, Batman didn't get married. He was like Superman didn't get married. He was like, he's just like, I feel like to have a successful marriage in Hollywood, like you can't, it's just not possible. What do you say to that? Because a lot of people do get married, but they have open marriages, they do all that type of stuff. But that's
successful to them. I mean,
I think sometimes they do that because they want to give that other person, because they feel like before they go and do it, let's just make an agreement. You know what I'm saying?
But again, I don't know how much that has to do with Hollywood per se. I mean, you determine the boundaries that you're comfortable moving in your relationship, and don't try to play big girl if you know you can't hang with that. Because sometimes you may commit to something, and knowing your heart of hearts, it's gonna kill you. You know what I mean? So I mean, to each his own. You know what I mean? I think it's hard when you date anybody in the public eye, because when you're in the public eye, people always want a piece of you in some way or another. I've seen my girlfriends who date athletes who are disrespecting. The girl step right over you and put his number in your hand. I mean, all sorts of things. But I think anytime you're in the public eye, more people want to be with you. But the interesting thing about it is so funny how the person on the receiving end takes full advantage of it, but the people would not want you were you not in the public eye. I mean, I had this very conversation with a pastor who was getting a lot of accolades because he was a single pastor, and these women were going crazy and all wanted, almost like a rock star. And I was just saying, but either it's fame, power, or the anointing that people are attracted to. And if it were not you, if you was digging ditches back in Mississippi, you wouldn't have that line. Nope. And how does that make you feel that people want you for reasons that are less than pure? Right. But sometimes when it comes to your ego, you don't care.
Nah, they ignore it. You have to. I think you have to be ignoring it, because I've seen some stars. I'll be like, I wouldn't touch you with a like, I don't care who you are. Don't come straight over here.
And also too, but let me just tell you, I have studied the man God gave me. Studied him.
What you mean when you say study, Niecy?
Baby, I could write the cliff notes on that. I got it. Down to a T. So
to be studied like that?
So yes, he do.
Well, because you know what it does.
Understand me?
You know what it does. And I'm gonna look past you when I say this, so everybody in the room can hear what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's the difference when you study a person who you are with. It's the difference between buying off the rack and having something custom made.
So
if you've ever
say that again,
if you've ever said in a relationship, well, you know what, that's just how I am, or that's just how I treat people, or that's just how I move, that ain't custom. Because custom means to give you uniquely what is good for you. It's to understand your love language and to speak into that. Once you do that, let me just tell you, I study that man so cold. I dare him to find a broad who know how to do what I know how to do, to speak into his love language and his listening. I dare him. I made it too hard. I made it too hard.
Don't fall for her, man. Let me tell you right now.
Because it's going the next broad that steps up is going to feel random. Very pretty and random.
Very pretty
and random.
Yeah.
Letters.
Yeah.
That's real
Vanessa,
tough.
can you repeat that line about the custom and the off the rack?
Off the rack.
Just one more time for the ladies who didn't hear us, please.
I just feel like that is the goal. I mean, you don't do that for everybody. If you're just hanging out and it's just something to do, save it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really are settling into something substantial and significant, you find the need and you meet it. You know what I mean? And it will feel like the difference between buying something off the rack and having something custom and tailor-made for you.
Lucy, you want to tweet that, please, on my show page?
Tweet that.
Go ahead and put them on the show page,
Tweet
please.
that.
Thank you. All right.
That's gonna be a new closing remark.
What is wrong with you people?
This is hilarious. We're actually calm today.
Oh no, we about to. I'm listening.
Came in one of the most satisfying calls.
We are calm today.
Calm
You
shows
have no
ever.
idea.
This is calm for us, Nisa.
None.
I don't even want to do my segment.
Right? I
So
just
ignorant.
want to listen.
Yeah, I just want to listen.
Well, man.
This is
All right, one more question
free
before
advice.
we go into Wes's why do people think it's okay segment. When people get married and they have money, how do you feel about joint accounts, separate accounts, all that type of stuff, finances wise?
necessary.
Well,
You say it's necessary, JT.
you say
separate
what part of it is necessary?
It's necessary. I think it's
To
necessary.
have separate accounts.
No, I didn't hear that. No. See, wait a minute.
Put the glass down, yo.
You mean saying it's necessary for him to be on somebody's account?
No. What I'm saying is that I think it's necessary for you all to have
Joint
accounts. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
He didn't want that problem. Look at him. He was like,
Everybody's like, say that. Both of y'all looked at him like, what?
I didn't hear. I didn't.
that was the question. Like, how do you feel about that? Separate, joint.
You know what? I think that to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as you're moving around in a place of trust.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's weird to me. I think that some people split their bills. It's kind of like, well, I pay the mortgage and then she buys the groceries and pays all the
We're not
utility
roommates.
bills.
Oh.
And I just am like, what?
That's strange.
We
That's
roommates.
dumb,
What?
yo. Yeah, that's just
That's
dumb.
weird. Y'all done went half on the baby and you going half on the rent. Like, this is crazy. But I mean, you know, to each his own.
But so basically, you're saying we don't do that in our house.
No, I would. No,
No.
I don't.
Yeah, nah.
I'm like all for one and one for all, and I mean, and if you scary of that, draw you up a little something that just says leave with what you came with,
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
Right.
and keep it pushing.
I mean, if somebody we did have separate accounts, I would like to be able to look at it when I feel like it. I just want to know.
You want to look at his account?
I feel like it.
When you look at it, so he's going to have access to it.
I just want to look at it. Just
well,
do a
you should
piece.
trust the person you with in the first place, though. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You should just trust them.
I would give him access to mine too.
wouldn't even,
I mean, if we decide to do separate, like say we had one joint one, then we both had separate
Same.
accounts to do whatever with. Like I would give him access to mine if that's what we so chose. Maybe he doesn't want, he don't like my shopping habits. I'm pull my money over and I'm gonna shop when I want to,
Right.
whatever. Like I would let him look
Yeah.
at my account. And,
of course.
dang.
Yeah.
my mama always
Yeah.
said you gotta have a little something on the
So
side
my
for
mama
a rainy
too.
day. You
Little tuck in the bra.
That's what my mama said.
Your mama was talking about the same thing. You stop it right
Said,
now.
don't let
That's what my
that
mama
heifer.
said.
Don't let that heifer get you. Don't let that heifer get you. All right. Well, before we go into Wesley J's why do people think it's okay? We're gonna take a small break and we'll be right back with Dimples. We gotta take at least two. We never take two.
So when you gonna tell them my segment?
Your segment is after. Why you acting new? Take the hat off. The segment is after Wesley. You know
mine.
that. Get your life together.
Well, you need to let them know that mine's coming too. We need to talk. We're gonna talk after this.
JT, I'm a drug test
neglected.
you after the show. I'm gonna test you. I don't like what's happening right now. Feels like you're not together. We get anybody strung out on the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got an alcohol problem. No, I'm lying. I don't.
Oh, speaking of alcohol. Dimples,
Yes.
get your life together.
God.
All right.
Hey, and welcome back to another segment of Staci Harris Show, and right now we are getting ready to tap into Wesley Jonathan's Why Do People Think It's Okay?
Oh yes, why do people think it's okay? Now today I want to just talk about why do some men and even women, but why do some men in my particular experience think it's okay to be the friend, the brother, the I don't know, uncle, to a celebrity. Could be anybody, could be Neo, could be they're the friend. But when you're with them, why is it that somebody like Neo could be real humble and real cool, but the friend has the ego like he's that dude? You not that dude. I mean, like, what is wrong with you, man? How you gonna tell me to move from the VIP section? You not him.
We had that incident.
What is that? Who do you think that you are? You are not selling the records. You are not writing the songs. What's wrong with you, man?
And the celebrity is the coolest thing walking.
But you, my friend, are just
you, kind sir. Who works at McDonald's
or a leech.
Or a leech.
That's what you are. Mind your place. Know your role.
And you want to punk somebody.
Man, I can't. Man, it burns. I mean,
you pay your rent.
Man, really? He pays your bills. He helps you out. That's what goes on. Hey, listen, my brothers, that's not okay.
It is not okay.
All right. Next, and you know who you are. Next, okay. Now this is an old school one, and I normally have 3, but I'm only gonna have this one. It's my last one. And it still goes on today. And it's been going on since the 90s or even beforehand. Why do men think it's okay to wear these tight muscle shirts in the club? I don't understand that. You wear these tight fit, the muscle shirts that wear in the club, right? And then they got the pants pulled up like above the belly button.
Oh hell no!
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
and it cuts like a camel toe.
Yeah.
Oh what?
It's like what is this? What is this tight fitted shirt? No, I'm telling you. And they have a vest on too. Sometimes they have a vest.
Oh.
But these are
vest?
These are fashion problems that I don't get. Like the tight shirts. No, now you can have a shirt that's fitted around your muscles or whatever. But when it's looking like the spandex that we wear, I mean the leggings.
That's bad.
Don't wear a legging shirt. It's a legging shirt.
I can see
a legging shirt.
No legging shirt.
Legging shirt.
That's not the business. That is not okay. Okay, I'm done for today.
I can tell if you're nervous because your heart's beating real fast. I can tell everything's going on inside your chest. I can
feel your blood pressure through your chest. You got
high blood pressure, huh? I see the blood trying to get through the whole thing. That's dumb.
My brothers, this is not okay. And that ends a segment of Wesley Jonathan. Why do people think it's okay?
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
All right, and now the hat. Oh, God.
Why do JT think I'll put the glasses on?
Why do JT think it's okay?
I will put the glasses
to wear this straw hat before his segment.
You gotta pick cotton after this.
Obviously, Niecy. Obviously, he do.
Hey, I love my hat. It's a poker hat. I love to go play poker. This is my hat. Hey, Booby, you picked it out, right? Yes.
Oh,
so
you ain't tell us that, Shayla.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, we are about to get into JT Action Jackson's news that should not be news. And what did you find?
No, actually, I got a word for today.
Oh,
and,
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I was actually a lot of people use this word and they don't really know what it means. And so I looked up the definition of the word bastard. I'm serious. There's a lot of people that use this word that really don't know what it means. I'm dead serious.
Okay.
So today is Education Day. So bastard means one born without parents.
Right.
And that's a shame, because I know a lot of bastards. And for all the people that think the words bitch and bastards are the same, you are sadly mistaken. They have 2 totally different definitions. Just thought y'all should know that. All right, now, so October 14th, which is today, this is news. This ain't the part of news that should be news, but this is actually something I wanted to talk about. A 13-year-old kills his grandparents.
Wait, what?
Listen, you listen?
Listen.
Yeah.
All right. A 13-year-old kills his grandparents after they called his mother a whore. Now, my thing is,
oh my God!
In order for you to kill, this is real news. And my thing is, you don't kill your grandparents unless it's true. You get where I'm coming from? So my thing is, truth hurts, and truth obviously kills. All right, now I'm almost done.
I'm not. You know what?
A bus driver. You listen? All right.
Yes.
A bus driver. I read this today. A bus driver uppercuts a woman after a heated argument. You listening, right? Now listen.
Yes.
He didn't punch her. He didn't slap her. He uppercut her. Now my thing is, to pull that type of move on somebody, that means that's a premeditated move. That means you back 10 years ago, you were thinking like, man, I can't wait for the day to uppercut somebody. Now, if you watch the video, you can look it up on Google.
The
video. You watch it, yeah. When I tell you that his dream came to fruition,
hold on, JT, wait.
When I say he got off, listen, he
JT,
climbed.
we gotta call it. Let's talk. Call it. Go ahead. Hello. Okay, that's dumb. Don't call no more.
No, don't call no. That's dumb.
We was in the middle of a thing. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now listen. Anyway, if you watch the video, you see him climb down off his seat, right? And his body language was obviously saying, "Yo, this is the one." He planted his feet and he yelled out to the passengers. He said, "She wanna be a man? I'ma treat her like a man." And he introduced her to his uppercut that he was planning for years. To the bottom of her chin.
He did that.
Her legs gave out. And he was still trying to drag her off the bus.
Wait, what did she do?
The part where he snatched off her ponytail.
What?
You did that part?
No, I didn't see that part.
Okay, well, pay attention to the video because she had a little curly ponytail on at first.
Oh, really?
At the beginning.
Well, all I know is,
and
they got
by
different.
The time she started yelling, saying, "My daddy gonna beat the bricks off of you," the ponytail was gone.
Was it after the uppercut? Or?
Yeah, it was after.
Yeah. That's how
it was like. I thought it was like night. I said, "You wanna go night? You wanna go night?" When she jumped up, I was like, "Oh my god, that was awful."
Why did he uppercut her?
She hit him first.
Yeah, she hit him first. Called him a bitch. Called them all types, just disrespecting them. Yeah, they got the updated news.
Cleveland.
Yeah, it was in Cleveland. They got the updated news as of yesterday on what really happened.
He said, "This is the moment."
This is the moment. So
he lumbered up. And he but I thought it was gonna be like a cartoon where you walk.
His moment, like in his mind it was thank you Jesus.
I get to use this uppercut.
I get to use what you don't anyway. But I got a interesting fact. Is just one interesting
fact? Okay, go ahead.
Did you know a lion can mate 50 times in one day?
Can mate?
Have sex.
You mean a real lion or a Leo?
A lion, no. I'm talking about an animal.
Okay, because I was about to rethink my situation.
Yo, that is hilarious.
I don't have a Leo. She was a Leo. I need a Leo.
Yo, hilarious.
Study something else.
I was studying the wrong one.
Anyway, just 50 times in one day. I mean, that just made me want to go to sleep right now for 19 months. I'm just serious. But it's not the fact. It's not that fact that baffles me. What baffles me is a person who reported this fact.
You know what?
How horny do you have to be to watch two big ass cats?
You know what?
Getting it popping, right?
50 times.
Yeah, 50 times. I mean, what type of person?
Well, I guess you did have to, because you got to report. It was 50
really? 50 times? Come on.
No, I'm saying they had to actually watch, though. You're correct. They had to watch 50 times.
All right, this is my last thing. News that shouldn't be news. Now, last week, I don't know what's going on with these dogs. All right, but
last week a dog
was a beagle. Last week it was a beagle.
Last week was a beagle, but this time, this dog here, they are more they becoming more and more human every day. A dog by the name of K-N-O, gets an attorney.
I'm not
attacking a 5-year-old girl. Now, a dog got an attorney.
How?
Y'all listening? All right. My thing is, anytime a dog can communicate to let you know that he needs a lawyer, then you better believe he didn't do it. And I wonder how that conversation went down with the dog. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, did the owner tell the dog, like, yo, you been subpoenaed? You know, and the dog said, what? Anyway, all right. Last but not least.
I'm done. I'm cutting your segment. I swear to God, I am.
Be quiet, man. This is the last one. Last but not least, the space shuttle called the Endeavour is being transported on the streets of Los Angeles.
I saw that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and that is news that shouldn't be news. And that's it.
Thank you, JT.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, I always cry my makeup off when JT talk. I probably look real dumb right now.
No,
I'm cutting
you
your segment. I swear to God, I am.
Gorgeous.
No, you're not.
All right, we're getting ready to wrap up with one of the final segments, and we call fails. Everything I like to talk about that I think is failing. Let's go. People who give advice but their life ain't together. I think that's a fail. And they get mad. Get mad when you don't want to take it. I don't like your life. I don't like it. I don't approve of it. I don't appreciate it. Stop pushing your advice off of me because you ain't successful.
You're not successful.
Why would I listen to you?
Fail.
That is an ultimate fail.
I agree.
Ultimate fail.
Ultimate fail.
All right. Overly loud and dramatic people who like to walk in. Hey. Why would you do that?
What?
Everybody's silent. What are you doing? Keep your mouth closed until we speak to you. All right? That's a fail. We don't like
More
it.
a pet peeve.
Yeah, it is a pet peeve.
It's a fail. It's an epic fail all around.
Everybody quiet.
Also, men. This is an epic fail that I don't like because it lets me know you're not going to be faithful.
We right out of time.
No, we not.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Thank you.
When you with your chick and I'm walking by myself and you give me the cat out on the slide, that's a fail. I'm supposed to holler at you now?
Yeah, that's not
Your
good.
girl is right with you. That's a fail.
Yeah, you let me know what you're going to do to me.
Yeah. Don't do that to me.
That is a fail.
Yeah, they ain't
That's
happy.
a fail. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want any
not
parts.
happy.
I don't want any parts of your unsuccessful relationship. You ain't bringing it over here. I got enough problems in my life. You won't add to them. Fail.
Fail.
Let's see.
I look up in the sky.
Huh?
I look up in the sky.
Because, you can get in trouble anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And the
no matter
last
what.
and final fail before we close out, ladies, I'll say it all day, every day, makeup. When the seasons change, so does yours.
What?
Change the powder. Change it. When you were in fall, you change the color, okay? We're going back now into lighter shades. Summertime, we're dark. Don't wear the same shade you wore in the winter.
So it's not just clothes. It's
Hey,
so
hey,
y'all
hey.
got I'm a dude. I don't do that.
What is if you ever date a woman and she looks like there's a ghostly ring around her
She
face
looks
right
nice
here,
and ashy.
Oh,
just
hell
ashy all in the middle. And
But I don't care if
brown
that's
on the
summer or
edge.
winter. She can't
That
do it
is
like that
funny.
at all.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
You know
what
what
she's
I'm
talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, I'm like, this is not my normal
Match
tone.
your
Like, I'm
tone.
super, super light,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
But right
yeah.
now, I have a tan from the summer.
Right.
As I begin to go in the fall, I'll get back pasty.
Oh,
and guess
yeah.
what'll happen? So will my face.
Change your makeup.
Get your life
Gotcha.
together.
So it's
I got
seasons. I didn't know that.
No, yeah, we got to
Oh,
change.
yes.
Yeah, because your shade is always changing.
Especially for black women, we
Yeah.
change with the
I
with
agree.
the season.
I think that depends on the woman. You don't do it, right, booby? Yeah, it
honestly,
depends.
Shayla
Well, Booby
can,
didn't say nothing.
right,
so.
honestly, Shayla can still get darker. She can in the summer. She can.
Yeah, summer you get darker, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She can get
So
darker.
she can't be putting on the Michael
But tell you
Jackson
something, she don't wear that
makeup
makeup
in
like
the
that.
summer.
Like, okay,
What?
she don't wear that makeup like that. What y'all thinking that she don't wear that like that? She
like
wear lipstick
natural. He like
like
that
natural. Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I mean, it just applies to certain people.
It applies to every woman that decides to put on some makeup. I don't care
Alright.
what it is. You match up.
Fail.
Match up, and it's a fail. Because if I see
That's why I didn't know.
I'm gonna talk about it. And that's it. We're gonna wrap that up. That's where everything
Yes.
that I think is failing. We just want to thank Miss Niecy Nash
Yes,
for
we
coming
do.
by and dropping gems on
Yes,
us.
we do.
Thank
So
you for
much,
having
so
me.
much.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate you.
And we want to send a little shout out to drop Soul Man
you guys
information.
make sure out there that you guys watch Niecy Nash and my television show, The Soul Man, every Tuesday at 10:30 on BET now.
Yes.
Right? We're on BET
Yes.
now.
Big, man.
And Wednesdays on TV Land at 10 p.m. So we trying to just rock out on every network every day. So
There
make sure
it
y'all
is.
watch
Yes.
it.
And it's a
Support.
great show. I got
Watch
the
it, please do.
opportunity to watch them film it.
Yeah, we
Wesley
did.
invited me down. It's such a beautiful show. I love it. It's funny. and
Great
it's-
cast.
Yeah, very, very much
Cedric
so.
the Entertainer, Niecy Nash, myself, Jazz Ray Cole, and John Beasley. We
Jazz,
are
yeah.
trying to do the dang thing. So y'all make sure y'all
And
support.
when they get a second season, we will shout that out.
And what else you got going on, Niece? You got let's see, the book you trying to do, or you about to
Yeah,
write?
and then I still I'm going into a third season of Let's Talk About Love on Yahoo.
Right on.
Support that.
Beautiful. Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to check it out.
Hey, can Mama make us a pound cake?
Oh Lord, my mama's in the studio. And
It
Yes.
is like
Mama
a
Nash.
crack. You have to.
it is kind of crack.
You don't understand. It's very crack. Like you get on it, and I swear to God,
Next time I come back,
Oh,
I'll get her to make it, and we'll.
Have you ever had?
I've never had it.
It's like that?
No, you don't understand.
I know, I believe it. I'm just saying. Like,
Gino was telling me about it, and I was like, "Gee, all right, cake is good."
What happened?
Yeah, right.
But
I was like, "Gino, go back in there and give me another slice. Don't do that to me."
They're gonna hit you till you have it.
I'm not
That's
even playing with you guys. I'm so serious.
I'll bring
It
it when
is
I come
like
back.
All right, for sure.
it's the best.
When I come back.
That's
It's
great.
delectable.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man,
We have something for you.
Yeah,
See those pretty flowers?
we got some flowers.
Oh,
Here.
those are for me.
Yeah, so you know, you
They give gifts
you
around here, people.
I paid for all that.
Yeah,
That's for you.
Glad I paid for all that.
Supporting us.
that's from the Staci Harris Show.
Yeah.
And
the
we
cast.
appreciate. We know you're busy. I know you got a lot. You know, I
Yes.
bugged her for weeks, you guys, about coming here, and I'm so glad you finally made it. I appreciate it.
Yes,
And love
and we
you for
definitely
it.
appreciate.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
And they're pretty like your shirt.
Yeah.
All right, so let's close out real quick, guys. When your dreams seem insane, you are on the right path. Make sure you follow your path. Keep God first. Keep it all the way 100. And real quick, do Twitter shout outs. Everybody shout their Twitter out.
My Twitter is at Wesley Jonathan at WesleyJonathan.
And mine is at JT Action Jackson. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I'm at Niecy Nash. It's Niecy.
And I'm at It's Me Stacy with an I and at Staci Harris Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you rocking out with us. Stay tuned. Come back next week. We'll have another great
America Talk Live, continuing the legacy of the LA Talk Live broadcast network. This is the all-new and built back better America Talk Live, where it's still more than just talk. This is LA Talk Live.
Low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, 'cause I grind through the climb, I invite